Hey, hello everyone. Well, my name is Anudashri and I'm a corporate communication coach. I think in a previous video, we were saying the usage about the present tense and how to use a verb. I hope you remember. We use verb of main verb and the verb in plurals. It's V5. I hope you are practicing it. Like I just recap this. When the subject is I, we, you, they, we use the main verb, the verb in the first form. When the subject is singular, like he, she, it, we use verb in plurals. We had made a couple of sentences like I eat, she eats. They come, he comes. Do you see the difference here? And today we are going to use the negative term of this. Like, are you ready for the session? Let's get into the class right away. So when I say the negative terms, yeah, there's also question here. So here the helping verb here is do or does. Okay. This is a sentence what we did. Like we use do or does. When the subject is I, we, you, they, we use either do or negative is don't or do not. Or when the subject is singular, like he, she, it, we use does or doesn't or does not. Do and does is used to make questions. Okay, we'll explain to you later. Now let us see how we can make a negative sentence. Like it should be a subject. When the subject is I, we, you, they, we need to use don't. And after don't, the next verb should be in the base form, the root verb. That's V1 and the rest of the sentence. When the subject is he, she, it, you're supposed to use doesn't. Still, you have to use a verb in the first form and rest of the sentence. Example, I like fruits. I think you remember the previous classes. Yeah, I like fruits. I is subject and the like is V1 because I is the first person. I like fruits. The negative is I don't like fruits. We go out on weekends. This is a verb here, right? So we go out on weekends. The negative is we don't go out on weekends. You know that don't is used when the subject is I, we, you, they. They speak well. The negative is they don't speak well. Yeah, my friends, yeah, the subject is my friends are plural. So I say my friends love shopping. The negative is my friends don't love shopping. Let's take Sampath and Sujata. The subject is plural. So I said the verb is chat. Sampath and Sujata chat nicely. The negative is Sampath and Sujata don't chat nicely. Please note, after the word don't, still the verb should be in the first form. Here, even here I use don't. Negative is this. In negative don't. Even here I say don't, as I told you before. Okay. And even they, it's don't. My friends is plural, so I used here don't. The verb is always in V1. And again here don't. I hope you are getting it. All right. So Deepu and Lakshmi eat too much. Negative is Deepu and Lakshmi don't eat too much. Please do not say like Deepu and Lakshmi not eat too much. I know the negative word not indicates negative, but doesn't. But you cannot say like Deepu and Lakshmi not eat. They not speak. We not go. It's absolutely wrong English. You need to use the word do not or don't. So let us see how do we use doesn't. Disha studies well. Okay, as you know, when the subject is singular in present tense, the verb should be in plurals V5. V1 plus you need to add yes or es or ies, right? So here said Disha studies well. Here the subject is singular. So I used V5, right? When I want to make a negative of this, I use Disha. Disha doesn't is a negative word, but after doesn't, the verb should be in V1, should be in the base verb. Okay, Disha doesn't study well. You're not supposed to use studies here. I repeat, only in the positive sentence, you need to use Disha studies well. When you're making a negative sentence, you need to say Disha doesn't study well. You can't say studies. If you're writing like this, it's absolutely wrong. studies, it's totally wrong. You need to use the verb in the first form after using the word called doesn't. My mother cooks well. Okay, my mother is singular, so the verb here is in V5. And here, my mother doesn't, like, doesn't, it's cook well. It's not cooks well. Please note. When in the positive sentence, when subject is singular in present tense, we need to use V5. When you're making a negative sentence, when subject is singular, you need to use a word called doesn't, and immediate the verb should be in V1. Here, my father gives me pocket money, right? Gives the verb here. The negative, my father doesn't give, it's not gives, give me pocket money. I hope I'm clear. Let me give another example to make you understand clearly. My brother speaks to me in English. Okay. My brother doesn't speak to me in English. Are you clear? Yes, that's how you can do it. And let us see how we can make questions. You can practice. So when you are making questions there, you have to use do or does based on the subject. As you know, do is used when the subject is I, we, you, they. Does is used when the subject is he, she, it. In both the ways, whether using do or does, the verb should always be in the first form. Let me explain a couple of examples. So when it's do, the subject is I, we, you, they, and the verb should be in the first form. Do you eat non-veg? My answer is yes, I eat non-veg. Please do not say I am eating non-veg. There's no word here, the helping verb like am. You're not supposed to use any kind of helping verb. No am, no is, no are. Yes, it's an helping verb where there is no verb, but here we have a main verb called eat. So do you eat non-veg? Yes, I eat non-veg. No, I don't eat non-veg. Do Richa and Rita. Do Richa and Rita teach well? I use do here because subject is plural, more than one. So I used here do. Do Richa and Rita teach well? Yes, they teach well. No, they don't teach well. Got me? The next one, do I sleep well? Yes, I sleep well. No, I don't sleep well. Do I behave harsh? Yes, you behave harsh. No, you don't behave harsh. It can be here. Yeah. You don't behave harsh. This is all about the example for do. Let us see how do we use for does. Does is used when the subject is singular. He, she, it. Yet the verb should always be in the main verb, the first verb. Okay. Does your son help you? I cannot use helps. Only in the positive answer, I can use like this. Yes, he helps me. Negative, no, he doesn't help me. We already learned in the previous class how to make the positive sentence, negative sentence. So based on the question, you can use a right helping verbs or verb. Does your man teach well? The answer is yes, she teaches. So plural, V5. No, she doesn't teach. You're not supposed to use V1, use V5 here only. You need to use V1. Now, some more example. Does your friend take you out? Yes, he takes me out. No, he doesn't take me out. You got it? Positive sentence, he takes. Negative sentence, no, he doesn't take me out. Does your wife call you every day? Yes, she calls me. No, she doesn't call me. I hope it's easy to understand. Just understand the logic behind this and your English becomes very easy to speak. You just need to have the practice. It's just not about hearing this video. Try to take notes, do a couple of examples, and whatever examples you are practicing, please put in the comment box and I would love to see it. And I'm also sharing a link for you to check your understanding of this lesson. If you feel that this chapter was easy and it was easy to understand, I request you to kindly share this video to your friends so that even it can help them and help them to speak English better and better. So until then, it's your Anudashri, your corporate communication coach, signing off. Thank you. God bless you.